afternoon, baseball fans. This is Mel Allen with Red Barber, greeting you for the Gillette Safety Razor Company, maker of world-famous Gillette razors, blades, and shaving creams. Fans, for the tops in sports, tune in Gillette's Cavalcade of Sports the year around. Every Friday night, Gillette telecasts the major boxing event of the week. And as they occur, leading events of turf, diamond, and gridiron for your entertainment. The final game of the 1952 World Series. And I know that you're anxious to know the official identities of the starting pitchers. And so quickly we go right down to the playing field and show you, as you would expect, right-hander Joe Black of the Brooklyn Dodgers, as previously announced by Chuck Gresson, making his third appearance in this series as a starting pitcher. He's won one and lost one. And for the Yankees, the issue is no longer in doubt. It's going to be left-hander Eddie Lopat. So that manager Casey Stengel, hard-pressed for a starting pitcher for today as a result of having to bring in Allie Reynolds yesterday in relief, said he had to sleep on it, and he came up with the Lopat today. Eddie with 3 days rest, coming in to pitch against a Dodger lineup which is predominantly filled with right-hand batters. The Dodgers have not had too much trouble with left-hand pitchers, particularly here at Ebbets Field. But Casey Stengel had to come up with somebody, and it's Eddie Lopat on the mound. Eddie lost his first World Series game when he opened the series at the Yankee Stadium last Friday. So we'll see what's going to happen in this final game of the World Series, one of the most dramatic ever played. And by the way, before we go into the batting orders and other pertinent data concerning today's finale, let me remind you people that every fall, careless hunters cause disastrous forest fires, ruining millions of feet of precious lumber, bringing death to game and fish. Now, if you're planning to hunt this year, paste these simple rules in your hat, will you? Number one, crush out cigarette, cigar, and pipe ashes. Number two, break matches in two after using. Number three, drown all campfires, then stir and drown again. 4, find out the law before using fire. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it would be most difficult to describe this series in so many words. Simply say that what has happened so far, regardless of what happens today, this series will go down as one of the greatest and most dramatic of all time. This is the 49th. This is the first 7-game series since these same two clubs, with largely different personnel, of course, battled down to the wire in 1947, the Yankees winning the final game to establish themselves as world champions. The Dodgers, who have been, since day before yesterday, on the brink of their first world's title, this is their 6th series, the Yankees' 19th, are hopeful today of coming back to get it. The series has bounced back and forth. The Dodgers won the first game, the Yankees the second. The Dodgers the third, the Yankees the fourth. The Dodgers the fifth, the Yankees the sixth. But there's no comeback from today. And the way these two teams have battled has been a joy to behold. Thrilling all the way. And as most of the baseball observers have put it, regardless of who wins or who loses today, it's simply unfortunate that one of these two battling ball clubs has to go down to defeat. And that the team that loses certainly will not be disgraced, and the team that wins can be as proud as punch over having turned in a wonderful job. And so the batting orders for the New York Yankees. Leading off and playing third base, Gil McDougall. Hitting second, Phil Rizzuto. Shortstop. Batting third, Mickey Mantle, center field. In the cleanup spot, Johnny Mize, first base. Hitting fifth, Yogi Berra, catching. Hitting sixth, Gene Woodling, left field. Batting seventh, Herb Noren, right field. Hitting eighth, Billy Martin, second base. In the ninth spot on the order, Eddie Lopat pitching. And now Miss Gladys Gooding at the organ, playing and singing our national anthem. Eddie Lopat, having made one previous start in the series, was charged with the defeat. As we have now concluded giving you the Yankee batting order. Now for the Dodgers. Leading off and playing third base, Billy Cox. Hitting second, Pee Wee Reese. Shortstop. Hitting third, and sensationally, Duke Snyder, center field. In the cleanup spot, Jackie Robinson, second base. And you're now looking into the Dodger dugout. And number 42 there, with his hands in his hips, happens to be Jackie Robinson. Batting fifth, Roy Campanella. Catching. Hitting sixth, as the Dodgers have revamped their batting order for the left-handed slants of Eddie Lopat. Gil Hodges, first base. Batting seventh, George Shuba, left field. Andy Pafko, as you know, pulled a muscle 2 days ago and is available only for pinch hitting purposes. Batting eighth, right field, Carl Perillo. And in the ninth spot in the order, pitching, the brilliant Joe Black, who has won one and lost one. This program is authorized under television rights granted by the Commissioner of Baseball solely for the entertainment of our audience. And any publication, reproduction, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express consent of the Commissioner is prohibited. Any commercial or other use of the program, such as by charging admission for its showing, is similarly prohibited without the express authority of the Commissioner. Now the umpires come to the plate. Out in front are, reading from left to right, Bill McKinley, Larry Getz. Getz has his behind the plate paraphernalia. Then, reading from left to right, Dusty Boggess, Jim Honeychick, and in behind, Art Passarella and Babe Pinelli. They will be aligned in this fashion. Getz at the plate, McKinley at first, Pinelli at second, Passarella third. And we'll give you the foul line umpires in a moment to make certain just where they're going to be. You may be interested in the fact that this is the 12th time in 49 World Series that the Classic has gone the limit of 7 games. Of course, there was a time, you remember, when they used to play best 5 out of 9. Prior to the 7-game limit, when it was necessary to win 5 out of 9, the series went to 8 games 4 times. Now, in the 11 previous series that have gone the 7-game limit, the National League teams have won 7 of them. If you decide to put any faith in previous happenings. Now, the bullpen for both teams will be active right from the very beginning, most likely. Preacher Rowe is down in the Dodger bullpen. He's not going to warm up as yet, but he's going down there. He'll be ready. And most likely, you'll see both bullpens flaring up immediately that either of the starting pitchers shows the slightest sign of weakening. So many of you sports fans are also Gillette fans that we take real pleasure in telecasting top events, such as the World Series, football bowl games, and Kentucky Derby as they occur throughout the year. As the managers put it, There's no more baseball. Well, Red, the camera is back on us, and it was a tremendous series.
Congratulations, Mel, on a great job, and congratulations to the New York Yankees for the second time, World Series champions for 4 consecutive years. And for Stengel, he is still the 1,000% manager. 4 years managing the Yankees, 4 pennants, 4 World titles. It was a great World Series. Our congratulations go to both ball clubs, and especially to the again champions of the world, the New York Yankees.
Well, Red, as you and I both said before the game started today, this has been one of the most terrific World Series of all time, one of the most dramatic. And it was just a shame that one of these two teams had to lose. And we said before the game, I think that every fan, every baseball observer, all the reporters felt the same way, that it was no disgrace to lose, and that the winner had nothing to really be arrogant about, if I might use that little harsh word. It was just, somebody had to win today, and both teams just covered themselves with glory from start to finish.
Well, Mel, before we get too far gone, the totals are 4-10-4 for the Yankees, 2-8-1 for the Dodgers. The winning pitcher is Reynolds, giving him his 6th win. He now equals Gomez with 6 wins. Ruffing, of course, has won 7, the tops in that field. However, the pitching hero for New York, make no mistake about it, was Kuzawa, who came on and stopped the Dodgers in the breach when they had their big inning in the 7th, a big chance. This program is authorized under television rights granted by the Commissioner of Baseball solely for the entertainment of our audience, and any publication, reproduction, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express consent of the Commissioner is prohibited. Any commercial or other use of the program, such as by charging admission for its showing, is similarly prohibited without the express authority of the Commissioner. Our appreciation for a fine job to our director, Ralph Giffen, for the games here at Ebbets Field, and technical director, Frank Ennis, and to the camera crew. So, fans, that's that. The story of another World Series goes into the record. But Gillette's Cavalcade of Sports carries on. Every Friday night, we telecast the major boxing event of the week, so plan to be at your television receiver and enjoy the fun. And now, this is Red Barber with Mel Allen saying, smooth sailing, smooth shaving, and good afternoon from your host, the Gillette Safe to Razor Company.